You know that moment when everything feels like it's closing in? When you're trying your absolute best, doing everything right, and still, it's not working? That's when it gets hard. Really hard. And let's be honest, no one warns you about this part. They don't write motivational quotes about the moment when your rent is due, your inbox is full of rejections, your energy is gone, and your dreams feel stupid. But this is the part that separates everyone. The part people don't post on Instagram. It's not when you start that matters most. It's what you do when it gets hard. Let me ask you, have you ever wanted something so bad, but the moment it got difficult, you started wondering if maybe it just wasn't meant for you? You told yourself things like, maybe it's a sign. But let's get real. It's not a sign. It's a test. Let's talk real life. Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks, got turned down by 242 investors before someone finally said yes. Imagine pitching your heart out 242 times, pouring your vision into rooms of uninterested people just to be told no again and again. Most people wouldn't survive 10 rejections. He got 242. You know what that tells me? Success is not about passion. It's about pain tolerance. What can you survive? What will you keep doing, even when it sucks? Take Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx. Before becoming a billionaire, she sold fax machines door to door for 7 years, getting doors slammed in her face, getting laughed at, getting ignored. 7 years. That's not manifestation. That's perseverance while humiliated. And here's the real shock. Most people give up not because they lack talent, but because they hate discomfort. They want the reward without the resistance, the glow up without the grind, the breakthrough without the breakdown. But you can't skip the breakdown. The breakdown is the bridge. Here's another one. Brace yourself. Most of you watching aren't failing because you're lazy. You're failing because you're tired of trying and seeing no results. And you're scared. Scared that your efforts won't be enough. Scared that your best might still not work. But guess what? That fear is part of the process. There's no clear sign that says, hey, one more try and you'll make it. You have to walk blindly into more effort, more risk, more work, without a single guarantee. That's the price. And that's where 99% of people stop. I'm not here to tell you it'll be easy. I'm here to tell you it's supposed to be hard. Hard is the barrier to entry. Hard is the filter that separates the curious from the committed. Hard is what makes it worth it. No one claps for the middle of the journey. No one celebrates the nights you cried on the floor. But those nights build the version of you capable of handling success. Because if you can't take the pressure of the process, you're not ready for the weight of the reward. And here's the kicker. You think quitting will ease the pain. But what if I told you quitting is a short-term escape that leads to long-term suffering? You'll suffer either way. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. But one of them will grow you. You're not alone in the struggle. But staying stuck is a choice. So here you are, in the middle of the storm. Maybe no one sees what you're going through. Maybe no one ever will. But here's the truth the world forgot to tell you. You don't need to be seen to be significant. The oak tree grows in silence. The diamond forms under pressure. The strongest souls are sculpted in solitude. The Stoics said, fire tests gold, adversity tests the brave. And let me say this with everything I've got. You are braver than you think. If you're still breathing, still trying, still standing, even with trembling hands, you're not failing. You're rising. You see, the world loves a winner. But what it needs, what it aches for, are the ones who refused to quit when it didn't look like it was worth it anymore. The ones who lost everything and still found a reason to get up. The ones who were doubted, dismissed, and discarded, but didn't let bitterness rot their hearts. Instead, they used the pain as kindling. You want to know what real power looks like? It's not shouting. It's not showing off. It's quietly whispering to yourself, I'll try again tomorrow. After today broke you. Maybe your plans are falling apart. Maybe your prayers feel like they're echoing into nothing. Maybe you're walking through a season where nothing makes sense. Don't rush it. Because sometimes, the most divine transformation happens in the dark. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly in the light. It dies first, inside a cocoon, alone. And everything it once was, melts. Only then can it become what it was always meant to be. So yes, it's hard. But it's not the end. It's the middle. The uncomfortable, necessary, sacred middle. And when you get through this, and you will, you won't be the same. You'll be wiser, not just smarter. Softer, not weaker. Stronger, not colder. Because you've done the hardest thing a human can do. You endured. And from this, a new kind of strength is born. The kind that doesn't need to prove itself. The kind that walks quietly, but carries peace. The kind that knows, I've seen the worst, and I'm still here. So when it gets hard, remember, this is not where you stop. This is where you solidify. This is where you become. Not just the version of you that survives, but the version of you that was always waiting on the other side of pain. This is your fire. Walk through it. Rise from it. Own it. You're not done. You're just becoming